another rule to getting flued out is to book your own backup hotel.
Yes.
Like,
even if you just reserve it, if you don't put no money down or check the pricing and just have an option in your back pocket. Like I know this place is $150 a night and it's available if needed. Because Get Out is crazy.
Get Out. And they have every right to tell you that.
And I'm going to leave because I'm not fighting no grown man. So you don't got to tell me twice.
But they have every right to tell you their name's on the reservation, not yours.
Oh, yeah.
You had it misconstrued of why you're here, and they don't want to pay or spend any more money on you because you're not on the same page.
Exactly.
So have your own. Like, book your own backup hotel. This is where, if you go back and listen to the Points and Miles episode, this is where having points come in handy. Because if ever somebody thought they were about to have you slipping, no, mama, no, sir. It's not going down like that. I got my own. Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to another episode of Travel
Bye.
Sexy. I'm your co-host, Natasha Terrell.
Period.
Don't forget yourself, Jazz.
Oh, and then, look, I'm stuck on Mrs. Terrell.
Period.
And I am your co-host, Sincerely Jasmine, founder of Boss Babes Love Brunch.
Wonderful. So, y'all, we're going to keep it 100 on this episode. Because
the tea is hot.
The tea is piping hot because y'all want to keep getting flued out. Y'all want to figure out how to get flued out.
City girl summers, hot girl summers.
You know, it's all that approaching, but y'all don't really be doing it right. So in this episode, we're going over a few rules to getting flued out.
Yes, the proper flued out etiquette.
Okay, but before we jump into it, a little bit of goddess mail from our inbox to yours. Take us away, Jazz.
Yes. So, you know, we are in the holiday season, just coming off of Thanksgiving, going into Christmas. So this clip was basically showing how chaotic this time of year is. So it was a Monday in the MSY airport, which is New Orleans. Pretty large airport, often busy.
Yeah. Not this darn busy,
though.
This
was crazy. Like, literally, I believe this was just at like check-in. Like, no, they didn't even make it to the gates or through security or anything. Like, it was like a flood of people.
I've never seen anything like this in that airport.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. I've been in that airport numerous times. I know you have as well. And I'm like, I've never seen it that bad.
No. I don't even know. So there's so much to unpack here.
And it was
of
Monday.
Course, right? Like, where y'all going or where y'all coming from? It might have been the after holiday rush, like you mentioned, but even still, what are we doing?
Exactly.
So much to unpack in this video. Number one, why the airport needs a better way to facilitate this, because people upon people like that, that's really now just a hazard.
Absolutely.
Like, if anything transpired, that's an immediate stampede. That is a hazard to security, to staff, to people.
Exactly.
It's too much.
Yeah.
So
you could not maneuver.
You could not. Like, wall to wall people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's my first gripe. Secondly, this is where I don't even know if TSA PreCheck was a benefit or not.
Absolutely not. And that's one of those airports where sometimes they might be like, here's a little cute card, but we don't have that lane specifically or that area specifically. And I think, like you said, that's one of those instances where we all just got to be here 4 hours early.
Ciao. And the way my life is set up, I just don't want to be to the airport that long. I don't want to be in the airports that long.
No.
But that was very much giving. If you arrive within 2 hours of your flight, you are missing it.
Oh, yeah. You're running to the gate.
So, I mean, during this time of year, guys, with the holiday season, just with travel ramping up, because honestly, we're going into high season with the winter months. For those that listen and have winter season, everyone's escaping. So you're going to see airports and terminals just a little bit fuller than they normally are.
Yeah.
So plan ahead. Be strategic. Look up like options that might be available to you. I know we did the past episode about airport hacks you should know, the TSA pre-check, the skip the line with Clear's membership. Just look up all of those things that can help you navigate through the airport a little bit more successfully and ultimately maybe a little bit more expeditiously, because standing in those lines is not
crazy. And missing your flight is not worth it. And I think what I noticed, like with clients and stuff as of lately, the airlines have been recommending like get there an extra hour. So if it's international, if it's usually 3 hours, add an extra hour on, just considering the wait times and security times. If it's 2 hours usually before for your domestic flights, maybe 3, just because it might take you that extra hour to even get through.
Yeah.
So,
child, please. No, I'm signing up for everything I can.
right, like,
Because my time.
and hope it worked, because like you said, it might be a chance where you got pre-check, you got clear, and you still in the long lines. So
Big
praying
facts.
that's not my case soon.
Right. And make sure you find a way to get an airport lounge too, because if
Yes.
you do come a little bit early and then you have those services that allow you to still get through faster, Lord knows we don't want to be sitting around the airport spending airport money. We talked about that before.
Exactly.
So be smart about that.
Hey y'all, it's your girls of Travel Fly Sexy.
Before we jump into today's episode, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to us on YouTube and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
And make sure that you're following us on Instagram and TikTok at Travel Fly Sexy.
And of course, if you have a product or service that you'd like to see featured on an upcoming episode of Travel Fly Sexy, shoot us an email at info@travelflysexy.com.
Now let's get back into the episode.
But if you are in the airport because you're about to get flued out,
Okay.
then you need the tea that we finna spill next.
I love this tea.
Oh my goodness. Because, so it's funny. If I forget one of the episodes in the past, Jasmine mentioned about getting flued out. And specifically, she said, don't get flued out on the first date. And I really thought I had to sit with that. And I was just like, there's so many rules that people actually don't know about getting flued out. Like, maybe we should just discuss them.
Because that's been a thing.
It's a thing.
Like, first date is crazy.
And while I am now a married woman,
Period.
I've had my fair share of flued outness. Okay. So therefore, I feel comfortable speaking on the topic.
Yeah.
So with that being said, the first rule is
Please.
don't get flued out on that first date. And I know it's like, well, if they offer in, don't do that because you haven't established or understood or figured out what's really good. Miley, what's good?
There's so many layers, so why not?
Like, I personally don't feel comfortable for you
Yes.
if you're going with someone that you've just met and you haven't actually had a chance to have a real conversation with them, like a face-to-face intimate or FaceTime, a phone, whatever. You don't know this person and you're going abroad or to another city with them. You don't know what they got going on in that city. You don't know who they know in that city. So I just don't think it's a good idea on a first go round.
Yeah, so many safety concerns.
Yeah.
But then also, like you mentioned, you don't know this person.
Yeah.
So God forbid you show up where we might do dinner, small talk. Now we're in the hotel room and like, I don't even watch the same shows as you. Like, I'm so annoyed. Like, I don't even want, we're in a car. I don't want to hear that. Like, it's so many things. Now I'm annoyed. Now we have one bed and I'm going to sleep because I don't want to talk to you. Like,
See?
and that's just not fair to anyone. So I think beyond the safety concerns is so many personal concerns where it's like, don't put yourself in an uncomfortable, like, dating is so important to, like, date people you like. So it's so important to know that you like them before this intimate time. Like, that's like moving in with somebody. Like,
Okay. And I think that that's an important part with the date people you like thing, because I know that some people will listen to this and be like, no, I'm dating people who got a coin.
oh yeah.
And I understand that. I can't do that. I tried it in the past. If I failed,
Seriously.
I failed. Okay. Like, I need to like you.
Absolutely.
But if I'm dating for the coin, that's okay. You still got to be smart and be strategic about it. Which is the perfect segue into the next point. establish what we doing.
What we doing?
Like,
what is this?
We dating, we chilling, we leaning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we here for?
Exactly.
Because if I think we're here for one thing and you think we're here for something else, that is grounds for not a great flued out.
Mm-hmm. A lot of confusion, arguments. I think also with that, we live in a time where a lot of people want to travel. So you're just looking for travel buddies. You're looking for people that you can enjoy time with. You can meet at the airport. You know, maybe we can work around a different itinerary. We might not even have to stay in the same room. Like, let's just go get dinner every night. Maybe let's get brunch. We'll come back tomorrow or whatever. So that might work for you.
Yeah.
However, you might be looking for a travel buddy and he might be looking for a sex partner.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's facts.
you're like, yeah, we're gonna go get dinner. We both be on a gram. He be outside, I be outside. Cool. We both like nice stuff. You know, he has STK. I be here. Like,
Yes.
the vibe's cool. Like, he all right looking. You know, it seems like mutual interest. And you're like, I'm just okay. I'm that girl who I will go by myself. I'm okay with traveling and meeting up with somebody. Make sure that that's what they're okay with.
Like, that's the type time they're on.
That's the type time that they're on, because you don't want to show up and put yourself in a predicament where we are just not on the same page, and that can be an awkward conversation, and also safety concerns that could be an uncomfortable situation. So I think just establishing like, hey, we just here to travel together, or maybe create content, or maybe you live here and I'll link with you for dinner. Or, you know, we here to get down.
and that's fine too. Oh gosh, I don't know if you saw it, but there was like a video that went viral, I think earlier this year, where a guy flew a girl out, and when she got there, she was not with it, and he was very confused, like, and very explicit in the video, like, what you mean? You know why you're here? I spent $5,000 to get you here.
Yeah.
And he said, "Get out."
Yes.
Go, bye-bye, mama.
Now that's a great transition as well.
Because another rule to getting flued out is to book your own backup hotel.
Yes.
Like,
even if you just reserve it, if you don't put no money down, or check the price in and just have an option in your back pocket. Like, I know this place is $150 a night, and it's available if needed. Because Get Out is crazy.
Get out. And they have every right to tell you that.
And I'm going to leave because I'm not fighting no grown man. So you don't got to tell me twice.
But they have every right to tell you. Their name's on the reservation, not yours.
Oh, yeah.
You had it misconstrued of why you're here, and they don't want to pay or spend any more money on you because you're not on the same page.
Exactly.
So have your own. Like, book your own backup hotel. This is where, if you go back and listen to the Points and Miles episode, this is where having points come in handy. Because if ever somebody thought they were about to have you slipping, no, mama, no, sir. It's not going down like that. I got my own.
Yes.
So,
and on the flip side of that, I mean, also, I would, again, we're talking about what we're doing. Have them book you a room in your name.
yes.
You don't have to stay together. Like, you know, so if that's how you or the person is coming when it comes to, especially if it's a newly found relationship and you're still getting to know each other, but we're willing to meet, or if they live there, like, get the room in your name if you can do that. So that way you'll have the leverage of, like, you know, you get out and I'll leave in the morning. But that's just
yeah. There's many layers to that, because I don't know if anyone watches Issa Rae's newest show, Rap.
I just started watching it.
But last season there was an episode where one of the girls got flued out, but the guy had her to the nines in the penthouse suite of the New York City hotel, all that stuff. But then she wasn't with what he was with, changed the locks, changed the name. It just got real uncomfortable. But even before that, like, I guess in the episode, he thought that she was about to be doing something with he and his friend. So because the room was in his name, because he checked her in, because he had the key to the room, he just showed up.
Yeah.
And she was just like in there like, hello? I hear hello. And he was there with a friend, like,
wow.
hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
So obviously that's a show, but somebody wrote it because it happened to somebody in real
that's-
life. Like, that's really how I think about shows, y'all.
Yeah.
It happened to somebody somewhere.
That's crazy.
So again, having your own, whether it be you booked it or they booked it for you, is important not only for your sanity, but most importantly for your safety.
Yeah, that privacy of your name being on the reservation and not having to, like you said, allowing someone else to get another key or have that authority to change the lock in the room and ask them, hey, can you give us a new key or whatever.
Yeah.
So with your name, you have that authority to the reservation. So even if you're not paying for it, I think that just gives you the one up of communication with the hotel specifically.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, this goes without saying, but let everybody know that you care about where you gonna be.
Okay? Share that location.
Where you gonna be, the room number, the hotel, all of that. Checking in is important. I don't care if you've known the person for 1 month or 1 year. People can get weird at any moment.
Absolutely.
So be sure that you're in communication with somebody or multiple people back home that you trust, just in the event that you need a helping hand.
Definitely. Another one would be prepared to spend your own money. The concept of showing up to a place with no money at all.
It's ridiculous, guys. Stop doing
absurd. And I know that it does work. You know, you're cute. You could go to the club. You don't have to spend no money, section, bottles, stuff like that. When it comes to going out of
I'm sorry.
out of
For
town,
those that are listening, y'all can't see my face of disgust. But go ahead.
That's what they do. And if it works for you, you know, by all means. But do not leave your city to go to another city or country with no money on someone else's dime.
That's ridiculous.
Please.
I beg it of you.
Please. Have some money. And cash. Have some cash on you.
Yeah.
Have your have card. But this is all for safety. We're not saying, oh, go out there and ball out.
Right.
I mean, you should, take them out.
Exactly. That's what I was about to get to. Exactly.
So a cute little dinner on you, a cute little drink on you.
Yes.
Would be cute.
Yes.
But the purpose is for if you do need to book that room, if you do need to book a flight, if something does happen, you want to make sure that you're prepared to save yourself. In the instance that something does happen. So do not show up nowhere without no money. That's crazy.
Like, what are we doing? You got no coins?
No
now you
money?
out
It's
on the
crazy.
street? Oh, that was not smart, mamas or sir. Like, don't
That's
do
how you
that.
end up on them documentaries where girls be getting stuck places. You done got flued out and you had no money. Now you stuck in Atlanta. And I done seen you on a documentary.
It's always Atlanta. Oh no, but to your second point about, just because someone has invited you somewhere and they are fronting most of the bill, that is all the more reason why you should just attempt to do something special for that person. Like Jasmine mentioned, if you're just gonna go for a round of drinks and the drinks are on you because they covered flight, hotel, dinners and activities, like that little round of drinks is so cute. Like that just shows like, oh, okay, she care, or oh, he care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, it's gonna go a long way. Our producer is clapping because he is agreeing. Like, it's just around the drinks, but it's gonna go a long way.
Absolutely. So a dinner on you, drinks on you
Yes.
is always a great gift and recognition of, even if it's just a quick little trip and recognition of this person paying for whether it was your flight, hotel, the entire thing. So yeah, it's always cute, a little token of appreciation.
Absolutely. I usually say like a little breakfast,
because it's a surprise. Like,
because you already know, because that's a cheaper bill, But it's still the thought that counts.
Not a little breakfast, a little room service.
Little breakfast like $50.
Room service right on his tab because they charge. Now that's the real tea.
The room service to the
He's
room.
not going to notice that.
His card on
upon
file.
checkout. And then if you have a great time, he's really not going to care.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. But again, like that's important because it makes someone feel special. Like they already know that they're spending their money on you. At least let them feel appreciated in that. Like, don't give people your ASS to kiss all the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which is the perfect segue into our last point.
Yes, be nice.
Be nice.
And that's funny because, like, I've heard stories about people flying people out and it just being like a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Say
like
attitudes
a
suck.
awkward time where it's like we did this but then we kind of like didn't talk or whatever, and that's so awkward. Like so be nice if you're going to go.
Mhm.
Don't be one of those people who are like, oh, I'm just going to go because it's an option. Go because you want to go,
Right.
because we list so many safety concerns and so many personal concerns. It's not worth it. If
Mhm.
you don't like the person and you don't want to be there and you don't really get along with them, don't go. Because if you're going to go and have an attitude the whole time,
It's not giving.
it's not pleasant for anyone. No one
No.
enjoys it. I'm wasting my money on you. You're giving me, like you said, your butt to kiss, and we're both here for the next 2-3 days or whatever that's the timeline is. And now I'm on my phone, you on your phone. What are
Yeah.
we doing?
In addition to that, though, if they flew you out, they can fly somebody else out. So you're not the last flued out, and you don't need to act like you are.
Yeah.
Like the same way in the video that went viral earlier, and the guy kicked her out. Like he said, "I will have another tomorrow."
Yeah,
like
probably an hour.
Okay, so understand that if they flew you out, they are capable of this.
Yeah.
So don't necessarily give everybody or give someone, that negative attitude, because all that says to them is you didn't want to be here in the first place.
Exactly. And
You
if that's
just
the
wanted
case,
to
don't go.
get some vacation flicks for your Instagram,
Mhm.
but this ain't got nothing to do with me.
And we all seen that where it's like, oh, you out having a good time, but you really not having a good time with who you're with.
Yeah.
And it's not worth it. The gram is okay. We do not need to see the pictures of you on a trip where you are not you're not comfortable. It's not that easy.
I don't want that. I hate that for you.
That for you, actually, because I know for me, I'm not being around nobody I'm not comfortable with.
Mm-mm.
Like, I don't care how much you're going to pay for it. I don't even like you. You're really annoying. So
Don't like you. You're annoying. Don't buy my
Absolutely not.
ticket.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no, don't even send me the money. I don't want anything
Don't
from
even
you.
send me the money. I don't want nothing from you.
It's okay.
It's okay. But I mean, I think that's just the day and age that we live in.
Yeah,
Like you said it earlier, you're like, everybody wants to show.
Mhm.
And you're at this point, you're sacrificing your happiness for the sake of showing.
Absolutely.
How did we get here? That sounds crazy to me.
Don't be that girl. Don't be that guy who's
Please
just doing
don't.
stuff just to be like, oh, well, I'm here. And, oh, is this going on this weekend? And he going, so I'm going to go. Or she got a room, so I'm going to stay with her. It's like, no, don't do that.
The moral of the story, stop freeloading.
Yeah.
Flued
Flued out, not freeload.
Flued out, not freeload. Okay. Two different F's. All right. Favorites, or most important, actually, rule when getting flued out.
Being nice, I would say, is the biggest thing. Like the energy on these like spontaneous, impulsive trips, is the whole point is to have fun
Yeah.
and for it to be enjoyable. So I think for you to be able to have this like quick, spontaneous moment is all about like enjoying it, being happy for both parties. That doesn't mean you gotta do things you don't want to do, or things have to go beyond what they were before the trip. But I think just enjoying the moment.
Yeah. For me, I think the most important is to be prepared with the spending money.
Yeah.
And not all the way to the point of should something go wrong, you have to cover yourself. But I think it's more for the point of buy a round of drinks.
Yeah.
Make somebody feel appreciated because they are doing something for you. And I just would like us to not think about, well, I'm the prize. And I know Lori Harvey said, oh, we the prize. We are the prize. I know that. But it doesn't mean that we have to be ignorant to the fact that somebody is doing something to see us smile.
Yeah.
They're doing something, whether if the goal is cheeks or not, they're still doing something for you. So I just think balance on a flued out situation is important. So
Absolutely.
if the coin ain't coining for you, do an extra shift before you gotta go.
Okay.
Because don't just show up with your hand out the whole time.
Or if you do, be real nice. Like,
Be real nice.
You gotta be real nice.
hella
Like,
nice. Yes.
You want your feet rubbed? Like, you gotta be real nice.
real nice.
Be like, babe, I don't got no bread. Like,
But I got you.
I got vibes. Like, I'm bringing up vibes, boo. And some people are okay with that.
Right. At the end of the day, that's fine.
And just on the counter side of flued out, we talked about it obviously from a female perspective because we're women. But men deserve to get flued out too.
Oh, I know some men who've been flued out.
Don't sleep on the quick travel deals to get you on a roll, because a quick little 300. I'm a trick too.
Jasmine already told y'all she be tricking for 300 or less.
300 travel deal, and he paying for everything while we there. You think I'm not paying for the trip? So don't forget about the fellas. The fellas deserve to get flued out too.
They really do. Like it's funny because we have so many like clients, and a good amount of our clients are women that are taking their significant others on trips.
Yeah.
And so many of them say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna book the travel deal because he booked the big trip earlier this year."
Exactly, literally. My client just hit me. She was like, "Charge the card because he paid last time."
Yes,
got you, sis.
So
you know how it goes.
It's perfect, and which is a perfect segue, because if you didn't know, but now you know today, Jasmine and I are both a part of Travel Goddess International, which is a full-service travel agency that can assist with bringing your next flued out experience to life.
Period. So whether you want to take your bae or your bae want to take you on a quick little trip, we got you. So visit travelgoddessintl.com, check out the travel deals, or submit a consultation for something custom.
Period. Love it here. All right, it's time for the travel deal of the week. Yes. All right, guys. Now, this one is different because just in case you don't know, in 2024, travel to Asia is all the rage.
Really?
So all of the reports, everything I'm reading is saying go to Asia is finna be lit in Asia this year.
Okay.
So I wanted to feature Asia because I was like, I don't know that we do it often. So nevertheless, this is a 6-day, 5-night trip to Taipei.
Ooh.
I know, right? Real sexy for the flew out. But this is like, you better like that person. Late February with round trip flights via United Airlines, a 2-hour layover both ways, flying out of RDU, which is Raleigh, North Carolina, and staying at a 4-star hotel accommodation, the Hyatt Place in New Taipei. All of that for $1,250 per person. That's a really, really, really good deal. Yeah. And that 6 days and 5 nights doesn't include your travel time. So I guess with travel, it's probably about 8 days altogether. Yeah, so that's 6 days that you're actually in destination.
Oh, wow. I was just about to ask that because with those further destinations, usually it's a day, which is still a good one if you had 4 days.
Yeah, but no, that's 6 days in the destination.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. And 2-hour layovers for that distance is nothing.
Right. So, I mean, if you want to see what's going on with Asia, this is a good little one to find out. And Taipei, ain't nobody been in Taipei. Yo, you better go. Act real cute. Act like you know. Of course, this is one of our exclusive travel deals, so it does require a premium membership to access. So for that little $9 a month, tell them just that little
access to stuff like this. Come on, because $1,250. That's how much. Like you can't even get halfway to Asia.
Like for real though. Like
for that price. So.
Especially the Bali flight is $1,900.
That's what I'm like. That's what I'm like. That might be 3/4 of your flight to get there. So.
It's expensive to get over there.
Yeah,
it's
expensive. Love a Hyatt Place. They do know.
Yes, and their rooms are always spacious.
So everywhere they're 5-star.
Very, very great. So make sure you click the link in the notes. Sign up for that little $9 a month membership and act like you know and get your butt to Asia before you miss out because everybody about to be there and then it's gonna be the price go up
even higher. Yeah. So catch it now.
Now I don't know if they have brunch in Asia because I'm like, what are they serving?
You gotta see.
I mean, I shouldn't say in Asia, but specifically in Taipei. I'm like, what y'all serving me? Because I don't really want noodles for breakfast.
No, I can see a little fried egg combo type. I'm gonna look into it.
That was so rude of me. All right. Anyways, it's time to get brunchy.
Let's get brunchy. So this week's Brunch Abroad, we staying at home. I don't know if I did this one. May May.
You didn't.
So May here in Philly.
No, you might have. That's okay though.
We're gonna run it back.
Run it back.
Because I won again.
May
here in Philly does bottomless. So they do an hour bottomless for $35 or 2 hours for $60.
Oh,
and
I don't think they gave us the pricing.
They keep it going, like flowing. They have a DJ, but you get your own bottles, which I appreciate. They leave the bottle at.
So they're not
just
bringing the carafe and
it's
refilling
not a
you.
carafe. It's
Mm.
not. You don't know how much.
Mm-hmm.
They bring the full bottle, leave it with you, and they will keep the bottles coming.
That's a good deal.
I've never seen brunch like that in Philly, like done in Philly, like
Yeah.
specifically. It's always a pre-mixed mimosa. So I admire the bottle at the table. $35 for 60 minutes. That's all I need.
Yeah,
2
that's
hours is too
good.
long for me.
Ah,
2 hours.
2 hours is good. It's
Two hours
still
is too long.
2 hours is we lit.
I signed up for 2 hours the first time, and then I was like, "Can we scale back?"
Really?
Yes.
Okay, wait. So is it 2 hours and you get a bottle an hour?
No, bottomless. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
drink the bottle in 1 minute, you will get 60 bottles. In an hour.
Oh, I misunderstood. That's why I was like,
no.
I thought you were saying like you get a bottle or two an hour. Oh,
Yeah, I've never seen it done like this.
Bottomless for the hour.
Whole hour. 2 hours is too long for me. Y'all know how
I still think I could do it.
Tasha's like, I want
Challenge
to test it.
accepted.
Yeah, all right, we'll see. Updates to come about Tasha with the 2 hours, because the last hour I'm gonna sit out. You could keep drinking.
Oh my gosh. Dang, what they put in them bottles? You know
They
why?
look like
It's because
12%.
it's your bottle.
Exactly.
It's not the mix. So that's why you're like, oh,
You're getting drunk.
I don't
Yeah.
need
now,
all
bottomless,
this
if it was
time.
pre-mixed mimosas, I could
You
probably
need the
do
2 hours. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's the
1
difference.
Hour, I'm good.
Yeah. You're right. That makes sense. Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay, May.
Yeah.
Because I love their happy hour and their dinner.
And it's so cute. It's such a cute.
Very cute in there. Yes, May Philly in Old City, guys, if you are going to go check it out. Old City, Philly. Last but not least, question of the day. I know. If you were awarded unlimited flights on a single airline for 1 whole year, we'll just call it for 2024 since it's here, which airline would it be with?
That's tough.
I know. 2024, all 2024, you just flying, but you only could be with one airline.
I'll go first. That's tough.
Yes. So I really sat and thought about it because I know the first thought people might be like, oh, Emirates or oh, Qatar. But then I thought, where do I want to fly?
Exactly.
And so with that being said, I had to revert back to a domestic airline because the ability to go from Philadelphia or New York or all of the surrounding areas to those destinations is actually a lot easier than taking those flights, because like with a Qatar or Emirates, it's less flights.
Less locations.
Exactly. Even though the flight itself is bomb. So with that being said, my selection then became United.
Fair.
And I know y'all about to be like, huh? You ain't never talked about United, Tosh. What?
Fair.
Hear me out. United's first class, business class, United Polaris.
Yep.
Get into the luxury experience on the aircraft is superb.
Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly better than Delta's.
Yeah.
United Polaris is incredible. So I would absolutely be a United mommy for 2024 if that was an opportunity. Even though I don't fly with them often, I know what they got.
Yeah. The
And
offerings are awesome.
The offerings is it for the business and up.
It's crazy. I just had a client fly United for her birthday trip, and they gave her a bottle of champagne.
Yeah, man, don't play with them.
A birthday card.
Mhm.
I said they'd had the pilot and the whole squad.
Yes.
flying. I said, y'all ate that up.
They offer experiences.
Y'all
They
ate
really
that
do.
up. I said, where was Delta at on my birthday? Because I got a cute little notification on the app, but I was like, I guess I didn't fly on my birthday, but to see how she was treated on her birthday, and like, I'm pretty sure we got like economy seats. Like, it was nothing like superb.
Yeah.
So that spoke to the customer service. So seeing that, like, that was like maybe a week or so ago, I was like, okay, United. For me, I know that we shade them sometimes. I'm going to probably go American. And like you said, that's because of
The roots.
the footprint of where this, where you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think just considering all of the places and how the frequency of, the flights on a daily basis and things of that nature, I would probably go American.
Yeah. And obviously, these airlines are a part of air alliances. So even if I book a United flight and it connects halfway across the globe with a partner airlines, a Star, that's in the Star Alliance, I'm still getting that benefit.
Exactly.
So
Yep. And
it's a win-win. Yeah.
Same thing with American. It's like once you get over there, they,
Partner
you're
with
paired
the whatever, who's ever part of
still
One
of
World.
that same level.
Exactly. So we outside.
What y'all pick?
Which airline would you guys pick? Because 2024 is here.
It is.
And we got to book the flights.
We already booked up a little bit.
We are a little bit like these first couple of months.
Yeah,
Y'all
we
have to
already
stay
booked up.
tuned because your girls got flights booked.
Period.
Anyways, I think that's our episode.
Yes.
That was my flued out.
That's her, Mrs. Terrell.
Oh, yes. New
First episode
name.
is Mrs. Terrell.
Big purr. Oh, I love y'all.
Y'all congrats to Tosh in the comments.
Because it's a wife.
It's a wife now. Okay? We love it.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the episode on YouTube. And of course, listen and share wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes. And follow us on the socials, Travel Fly Sexy on Instagram, TikTok. We started posting YouTube shorts, so share those as well.
Yes, YouTube shorts, y'all. We see y'all. And of course, if you have a product or a service that you'd like to see featured on an upcoming episode of Travel Fly Sexy, shoot us an email at info@travelflysexy.com.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you next time. Be safe, be smart, but get flued out.
Period.
Bye.